Steve Kerr, you'll recall, yesterday I was talking about. Saturday, during Game 3 of the Grizzlies-Warriors series, I pointed out Steve Kerr was the only person basically wearing a mask in the entire arena. And he was regularly pulling down that mask to yell out instructions to his team, which defeated the entire purpose of wearing the mask in the first place. That, in other words, it was all cosmetic theater. He wasn't making anybody safer at all by wearing that mask the way he was wearing it. Wearing a mask, period. But certainly wearing a mask where you pull it down constantly to yell out instructions to your team is not in any way actually making anybody safer from COVID. Wearing the mask was all cosmetic theater. Made fun of Steve Kerr yesterday about this. It's this exact same time on this exact same show. Within a couple of hours, what ends up happening? Steve Kerr tests positive for COVID and was not able to coach in Game 4. It's a perfect illustration of the hypocrisy of mask wearing and how inefficient and ineffective that mask wearing actually is. Again, how many people actually pointed it out in sports media or with any kind of substantial audience? Almost no one except for me. Why is that? Because so many of the left-wingers in sports media still want to pretend that wearing masks makes a difference, and they're on team social justice warrior, and so they will not actually speak truth to power. They will pretend that stories like these don't exist, which further demonstrate how stupid the COVID protocols are. By the way, why are we even testing for COVID? Every league needs to get back to, if you're too sick to play, you don't have to play. Most of the time, that would never apply for COVID, okay? Given that everyone is going to be fine, why do we treat COVID differently than every other illness, particularly given the fact that it's never going to go away? If Steve Kerr had the flu, he'd probably coach. If he had a bad cold, he'd probably coach. Well, why wouldn't he coach with COVID? We've got to stop this stupidity as it pertains to treating COVID differently than every other illness on the planet.